What's up, guys? We're back with another video here. What we're gonna do today, I know I haven't posted in a little while, but I wanted to get something out kind of, I want to say quick, but I wanted to get something out that I could upload quick. We're gonna go over the 10-ish most useful commands that I use for Linux and command line navigation. So we will jump right in. The first one is pwd. What pwd does is it shows you your current working directory. So if you're moving around files, moving around directories, it tells you where you're at. Like, next is ls. Ls shows you your current directory that you're in. It shows you the current files and folders that you're in, or that are in the folder that you're in. Totally makes sense. So if you go to like your desktop and you can see that there's nothing there. Terrible example. But anyways, yeah, you can see the files and folders that you are in the directory that you're in. Next is cat. Cat will print any file, the text in any file that you choose. So if you, like for example, that test.txt, if you use cat and then test.txt, it'll print the contents of that file. Make directory, or mkdir, it will make a directory in the current directory that you're in. So right now we are on the desktop. If we do mkdir test directory, you can see now we have a directory created called test directory. Now the touch command will create a new file. So if we do touch and we do this is a test.txt, you can see now we have a touch file, or a file created on the desktop called this is test.txt. You can do that also for like shell scripts. You can do it for whatever. You can create whatever, except directories. You would use the mkdir command for that. Okay, so next up is the move command. What we're going to do is use mv, and we're going to move this is a test.txt, and we're going to move it to the test directory. So what this does is it takes that file from the location that you're in, whatever directory that you're in, and it's going to move it to another location. Now, if you were wanting to move it to a different file location, you would obviously have to put in the path. But here, because the test directory file folder is in the same area, we can just do it like this. Message file directory. This is a test.txt to test directory. Oh, I need to go to desktop. Okay, now it should work. Okay, so the file disappeared, and now if we do, okay, now we do ls, and we can see that this is a test.txt is there. Next is cp command, or for copy. What this does is it copies a file to a location instead of moving it. So we do copy and we do test.sh, and we want to copy it to test directory. Nothing happens, which is good because now we have test.sh in the desktop, and we also have it in the test directory. Like that. For chmod, we can use that to change permissions of a file. So right now we have rw-rw-r on the test.sh, which means read write permissions and then read at the end. So if we wanted to like add execute, we could do, I believe you have to run this as sudo unless you're a root user. Sudo chmod plus x and then test.sh, and that's going to add execute writes across. You can also do the number method. If you're unfamiliar with the number method, the first spot, like where the R is, equals 4, the W equals 2, and the X equals 1. So if you wanted to do like chmod 777, which you would never want to do for any file ever. That's going to open up read write execute permissions across all, or whatever edition. So if you wanted to do like 001 H, what this is going to do is it's going to pretty much just put execute permissions all the way at the end. So this is the first set of 3, this is the second set of 3, and this is the last set of 3. Okay, so this first section is owner, so the owner will have read write execute. The second section is group, so the group will have read write execute, and then the last section is others, which will have read and execute. So right now, if we go ahead and we run this command and we do ls-la again, you can see we've taken away all the permissions except for the execute permissions for other. And grep, this command is useful too if you want to, like, for example, like cat a file and only pull out certain text from it. So if we go to here and we do, this is a, we want to do cat, this is a test.txt, and we want to only pull out the word this. Does nothing. What text did I have in there? Oh, there's no text in it. Okay, let's try that again. So if we wanted cat, this is a test.text, and we do grep and then this. Okay, so that, I don't know why it wasn't working before. Why did it work before? Cat, this is a test. Grep this. Oh, it's just the capitalized. It's case sensitive. So let's do it with this. So this one doesn't work. This one should. Yeah. Okay. So it'll pull up the word that you're searching for in your text documentation, and it'll highlight, in this case it'll highlight it red. So that's all the commands that I have. It should give you a good start to playing around in the Linux command line. And if you liked what you saw here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that follow, subscribe, hit the like button, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.